get her looks from me, that's all I can say. For those of you that don't know me, John has always asked me to get up and give a speech, so here goes. John, I am reliably informed that my speech should last as long as it takes you to make love. Thank you very much, ladies and I would just like to take this opportunity to reiterate what Peter has already said, but I'd personally like to say how beautiful my daughter looks today, as I'm sure you will all agree. A beautiful young woman who is not only talented but kind, compassionate and loving. Your smile lights up the room. You are the best daughter I've ever wished for, and I treasure our friendship. I understand, Emma, that you and John are going to get up and dance on the dance floor later for the first dance. I hope you told John about this, because for years Emma had dancing lessons, and I think Carla's in the room somewhere. Carla, would you like to stand up a second? Did you have dancing lessons with Emma? Is she a good dancer? Because my understanding... To be happy with a man, you must understand him a lot and love him a little. To be happy with a woman, you must understand her a lot and try not to understand her at all. John, would you mind standing for a second, please? Now, you did very well in church today because you had to repeat some vows after the liquor, and I would like you to repeat some words after me. I, John Robinson-Hallam.
I, John Robinson-Hallam.
Promise I will love Emma a lot.
Promise I will love Emma a lot.
And try not to understand her at all.
Try not to understand her at all.
Thank you very much. Thank goodness at long last I can drop the mother-in-law title, as it sounded more like I was expecting than anything else. So as we're now officially family, as your mum, I'd like to ask you a personal favour. Can you please not have any more bloody tattoos? Seriously, John, all I ask is that you love, cherish and look after Emma. John, it's lovely to see you looking so dapper this evening, and I can't mention the good news yours because Pete's already done that one. But over the last 5 years since we first met, I can honestly say, from the day you met Emma, I realised that she met her match, not only in looks but in personality as well. So let us share your first impressions of each other. Vicky nearly gave this bit away this morning. I asked John a couple of weeks ago what his first thoughts of Emma were, and he actually said, well, these are words that I can repeat. They're gorgeous. Emma, on the other hand, said, oh dear. When I asked her to explain that one, she said, well, there was a rather drunken young John walking across the car park at the place we met, and he yelled across the car park, "Oi, you in a sexy dress!" and the rest, as we can all see, is history. We've had some wonderful times, some hard times, and some funny times, and here are just a few snapshots of the more memorable ones. Emma and John, your relationship has always been strong. It needed to be, with you living so far apart. John initially in Birmingham and Emma in the Lakes. It's never deterred either of you, and I take my hat off to you, John, for slogging all the way up the motorway most weekends to see Emma. For those of you who don't know, for the first 2 years we lived here, we put no real heating or a kitchen in 2 cold and damp rooms that hadn't been touched for over 30 years. Despite this, John continued to visit each weekend. What was the draw, John? I'm sure it wasn't my case or cooking. As most of you know, John is an early bird, unlike Emma, who's a dormouse. There was an occasion very early on in their relationship, as Pete was saying, and you sneaked down to the kitchen to get an early morning bowl of cereal. Most people, when they don't know people, wouldn't actually go and help themselves to food. John wouldn't bother, he went down. You might know what's coming, John, but actually, we've got a little present for you, and if Louise would like to come up.
Oh, not actually.
The stress of this naturally caused clashes between the pair of you, and your fiery natures would surface. What's the saying? Parting is such sweet sorrow. It was more like World War III up in Annybrow, I can tell you. John would jump onto his huge yellow motorbike and speed, metaphorically speaking, off into the distance. I can vividly remember one Sunday when you had a monumental tiff with Emma. Emma stomped off up the hillside at the back of us, and John sat on his motorbike, revving his engine, cheering up my drive. I persuaded you not to tear off down the motorway until you had made up. Eventually, having brought the 2 of you back into one place, I reminded you both of what my mum's mum, Ronnie Warburton, used to say: never go to bed on an argument. And again, for those of you who don't know John, we all think he has OCD as far as his cleaning goes. And I think there's an envelope on the table which you can now open if you haven't.
What are these? What are they?
Now that the poem is right to read to Emma. I've written this for you, darling, and you might need some hankies, but I hope I can get through this. Today, dear Emma, as you walk down the aisle, a mist of faces were smiling on you. You were among them for all to see, but hidden behind ours were a few hidden tears, as we remembered with joy the life we shared. The day you were born, you touched both our hearts. You made our family complete in so many ways. We watched you grow up throughout the years, sharing your smiles and wiping your tears. We tried to fill your world with love, to give you freedom and shelter you from harm. It would have been simpler to keep you at home, with safe and warm and mine to hold. But your boundless spirit needed to roam, so out into the big world we sent you, not knowing where you would end. We watched you with pride and joy as you soared into adulthood, all innocent and proud, our beautiful girl. Through teenage years, you set the trend. My baby girl became my best friend. We shopped all day until we dropped, and then some more to make quite sure. Today we place your hand in John's with blessing and with pride. We know he holds your heart within his own. Our lost ties will always remain the same. The joy for us is not losing you, but gaining John as a second son. Now united in love, you must follow your dreams. The world is your oyster, explore it you must. Record all your memories to share with us here today, and for those yet to be conceived. My love for you is plain to see, you will always mean the world to me. But now you have become John's wife, we wish you much love and happiness. So wherever your heart lies, may take you both, rest assured our hearts will be with you. opportunity to wish my beautiful daughter and my new husband all the happiness in the world. They deserve it. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you be so kind to join me in a toast to wish Emma and John all the best in their marriage, and may their love last